What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Talking ScaRy podcast.
And that Kenny's dad would be over there watching me. I don't know what Kenny's dad would be doing. And so all this other crazy shit would be going on.
Over there at iTunes, it's good to see you guys. This is going to be our third podcast over on the Apple Podcast. So I hope you guys are enjoying the content that we're producing. If you guys want to get the usual Forever ScaRy apparel over at Darkour.com thing, description down below.
No,
so,
just put the description link right on my face because I'm barely here. Just right here.
Dude, you have a nice backdrop behind me. See that? You see all this around me? This
yeah,
my face?
Riot's just free real estate for annotations.
It's free real estate.
There you go.
Plug his whole background.
Yo.
Yeah.
It's free real estate. Do some
Put that
ASMR.
flannel that I've been wearing all throughout the Breakpoint open beta.
Yeah, I'm surprised we actually got to play the damn thing.
Hey, speaking of, look what I'm wearing.
Flannel.
Oh, flannel.
Flannel.
Yeah, I think it was meant to be.
I fucking love flannel shirts, dude. It's the time of year.
Riot had to reset his whole OS back to like a previous version or a legit version.
No, I had to reinstall the whole thing. This has been an ongoing issue for the longest time. Before we get into the Breakpoint rant, so people don't get confused, for the longest time, I was one of those people that was an Xbox fan. I had the original Xbox and the 360. I loved it to death, and it was such good news this year at E3 when they said the whole thing at E3 was great. There's no Xbox exclusives. Everything was coming to PC. Get your Xbox beta, and fucking hell, you can get a goddamn fucking demonetization, more words. You know, just for $1, you can get your Xbox Game Pass on PC. But with the beta version, and I was like, oh shit, well, fucking hell yeah, dude. That actually sounds pretty sweet. Couple hundred games to play. I said, cool. Couldn't download it. Had to start installing preview builds for my OS just so I can have the Xbox beta. So I said, well, this is kind of cool. It kind of updates as it goes along. I was like, you know what? I'll keep the preview builds on. So, of course, for anybody who games, I have a secondary and a tertiary hard drive. Secondary hard drive has all my porn on it. Tertiary hard drive has all my games on it.
Oh,
so
all of 1 terabyte of it.
Yep, everybody, I got a smile
like
out of that.
6 terabytes, give or take.
Boy,
so, your homework folder's that big?
You know, you gotta get the scat porn on there. You know what I mean?
Oh God, what are you, TJ?
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, and then
column A, column B.
The third column is them all blended together.
Oh no!
Weird little.
Oh.
But anyway, so
orgy.
Yeah, so I had the Xbox, all my games on my tertiary hard drive because it said you got to change where your apps are installed. I said, okay, I'll do that. Something happened in a build, and I couldn't access 450 gigs worth of games on my tertiary hard drive. Completely locked out. I was like, what the fuck's going on? Well, I just decided to live with it. I said, fuck it. Modern Warfare beta came out. We were playing that. And
you were able to install that actually just fine, so.
Yeah, but with the Breakpoint, the Ghost Recon Breakpoint beta, I actually got sick and tired of it, and I just reinstalled my entire OS because I don't have permissions. And that's exactly what the Breakpoint open beta said, is you don't have permissions to access it. I was like, what the fuck permissions do I need?
Who needs these permissions?
Yeah, I was like, I'm the only dude that uses this computer. And Jake even had a worse time because his
the account, it wouldn't verify my shit. Yeah, the launcher.
The launcher itself. Yeah, thank you. The Uplay. Yeah, the Uplay didn't on Jake's side didn't have a store tab.
What?
It was just news and the games that he owned. That was it.
Yeah.
And I was just like, Jake, there's a store page right here. He goes, no, there's not. I was like, dude, you're fucking with me right now.
There wasn't.
Sends me a screenshot. Uplay, news, games.
Library.
That's it. And I'm just like,
and then the Uplay Plus.
Yeah, and then it's like, well, you purchase Uplay Plus. It's like, that's just fucking stupid. Okay. So, you know,
yeah,
we spent like 6 to 8 hours just trying to get this game to run.
He's trying to get Breakpoint to even launch.
That's ridiculous.
Yep. And then it magically just happened for me, and then he had to reinstall his whole OS to do it.
Yep.
That was fun.
All right, I gotta ask a question real quick, Jake. Why do you got Florida Man stuff pulled up over here?
Well, I do a Florida Man segment every podcast.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah, every time I just pull it up and I see what's trending this week over in Florida.
Oh, Jesus
and I
Christ.
get some really banger headlines. I think that would actually be a good transition for an early Florida Man segment. So let's do an early Florida Man segment. So we're going to talk about some headlines, and then I'm going to talk about them, and then we're going to discuss it. Florida man, this is my favorite one, by the way. Florida man arrested, caught on video using samurai sword to fight over a wheelbarrow. This happened yesterday.
What the actual fuck?
Yes.
I will say, though, it's reported on Fox News, so it's probably a bunch of bullshit anyway.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But I tell you what, I can see it happening. I can see myself doing it.
I don't know. We're going to have to read the article to find out.
That's a good
question.
Which
we're not going to do.
Nah, I'm not giving my shit malware.
Especially if it's on Fox News. Fuck Fox News.
And,
Fuck it, we're doing it live!
So here's another one. Florida man breaks into house he once lived in. Leaves wallet and phone behind.
He must have been, like, incredibly drunk.
This happened 3 days ago. What was it? Oh, so that apparently... here's an update to that. Florida man that pulled out the samurai sword. He went to jail.
Really?
Yeah, surprisingly, he went to jail. Yep.
That means he lost.
Yeah, he lost.
And
Wheelbarrow kicked his ass.
yo, he fucking put him in that wheelbarrow and wheeled him off a cliff.
Florida man.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh my god.
Doctor Love.
Florida man arrested after video showed him punching teenage girl during basketball game brawl.
It's like the Clippers.
You got Kenny into this segment.
Hell yeah, dude.
God.
Get me out of this segment. Close the tab.
Dude, it's a beautiful segment.
No, it's not.
It brings me hope for humanity. It really does.
Why does
Yes.
Florida man bring you hope?
That's the right word.
Yeah.
Have you seen some of the Florida man articles?
Dude, every time I see that, I just think, well, at least this place isn't so bad to live in anymore. Like, well, the place we live in now.
I mean, we still got people dealing meth and heroin in our area.
And, yeah,
Oh yeah, same.
that is very true.
I mean, how many kids from our school have died from heroin overdose? Like, what, 6?
Yeah.
But nobody wants to report on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would take a quote from Dave Chappelle, but
Is it
I
a free
would
crack
love
giveaway?
to hear that quote, Riot.
he did a stand-up, and he was talking about, it was like, wait a minute, all these fucking white people are dying off of heroin. You know, in the 70s, the black people went through the same goddamn thing.
Oh my god.
And what happened? What did all the white people do? Well, fuck. Good for them. They'll get through it. And when Dave Chappelle was like, good for you guys. You guys will get through it because nobody gives a fuck, do they? How does it feel, white boy?
Was that his recent stand-up?
No,
Yeah,
Was
yeah,
it?
that was the one on Netflix. I was dying. I was like,
I gotta watch that still.
I sat there. I was
Yeah,
like, I
same.
can't even say anything. I was like, because, yeah,
I mean, you're not wrong, dude. You really aren't.
I caught the ass end of that because I was born in '88, and my parents had all those like, those fucking raunchy stand-ups with Eddie Murphy.
Oh, Raw.
Yep.
That other famous guy.
George Carlin.
George
no,
Carlin was the fucking man, though.
Yeah, he was.
but there was another black guy. He
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. He was the one that told the story about him being caught on fire or some shit.
something like that. I
Yeah.
just remember his stand-ups where he was just like, "You ever see these fuckers doing heroin?" and you just see the guy and he just goes.
For our audio listeners,
And I'm
Riot
just
is imitating somebody overdosing by leaning back and acting like
Like, that's
burn.
not
like
overdosing,
burn.
buddy. That's heroin. You just fucking
Hey, speaking of shit that'll kill you, how about that hydrogen cyanide, huh?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I gotta admire that was a pretty forced segue, but it worked.
that was. I thought it was
Yeah,
pretty
right.
smooth.
Speaking of drug deaths,
Shit was as smooth as a
hydrogen cyanide was found in the THC cartridges of those pods that have been sold on the quote-unquote black market. Let's just call it like it is.
On the street.
The white guy that sells you pot at the end of the road.
Yep, there you go.
Who doesn't really check his inventory on what's in his product.
Check his inventory.
Yeah.
Boy, hit tab.
He just wants to smoke some weed by himself, and he just has to do all this shit to do it. So, we all know that guy. He sits on the corner, he sells you drugs. We all know him.
Yep.
In the trench coat.
So,
with
yeah.
no pants on.
Hydrogen fucking cyanide, an odorless,
Whoa.
flavorless.
Did you say no?
Oh yeah, yes I did. Oh, you gotta turn down your noise gate on Discord, my boy. Go ahead and do that.
What? Wait, what happened? What'd you say?
Said he has to turn down his noise gate.
No. Before that.
Oh, I said he has the trench coat on. No pants, getting ready to wapa. Usually that's down the same road. Go on, Riot. What were you saying?
Is that what 10th? No. I want to know what 10th was talking about.
You just said no pants, and it was like got me excited.
Oh, okay, yes.
Woo!
Man, you all guys do deserve to be in ScaRy. Jesus Christ. But yeah, so like, these practices, these scientific tests are being done for these deaths that have been happening because, no, I don't watch news. They're fucking depressing.
Fuck the news, dude.
And all that other shit. I just, it's nice to see that there's scientific research being done on these deaths. You know what I mean? And I'm sorry, but let's put this into perspective. Even if the worst were to happen and those 7 people or 10, fuck it. Let's round it up. Let's go 20 because we all know that's way above what actually happened.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Let's compare that to alcohol.
458,000 just this month.
And cigarettes.
I believe that was
heroin and crack and meth. Of all time.
Yeah, you're talking
7. And I rounded up, mind you. So, take that into perspective for just a second. Is just
I honestly believe
way
there's more
over fucking blown for what it is.
I honestly believe there's more deaths by lightning strike in a year than there is by black market THC cards.
Wow.
So again, yes,
that's impressive.
Vaping is a new idea. It is a new thing that has happened. With technology, it's kind of like being an entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
We have a bunch of companies that are trying to produce technology, and overnight, it could become fucking huge.
Yeah.
Right.
And it took a couple of years for them to get to the way that they were. I mean, I remember having those cool little cigarettes.
Yep. The blues.
Yes, the blue cigarettes. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I didn't have that.
They had
one
the little screw on top and shit.
You can charge it.
I was there way when that started.
Yep.
Because I was so addicted to cigarettes that I couldn't fucking breathe at night.
People thought that was the future, and it kind of was. It really was. It was like the start of it.
It was a stepping point, yeah.
And so, yes, we're delving into a scientific process, into this technological process. Camera, focus a little bit. Thank you. and into this technological process of something being developed. People are freaking out about it.
Oh,
I could be freaking out about the fact that my phone is only 4 years old and that I can't get any apps on it.
All right, breaking news. Sony and Marvel have reached a agreement, and there's going to be another Tom Holland film.
Just happened, literally just happened. As soon as it just got tweeted out.
Yeah, Jake just looked at his tweet deck and was like,
wow.
Huh?
That's crazy. So let's see what the deal is. Let's see if they have any interesting numbers and figures.
Jake.
What?
Let me shut you up for a minute.
10th.
Yo, what's up?
I've never met you before, man.
Me either.
Yeah, you have.
Really?
You used to be ScaRy Riches.
Oh, he used to be Riches?
Yeah.
Can I get a little bit about your past or what you do?
Well, I basically came in ScaRy as a player at first, back in what was it, 2013?
Was it a player or was it a graphic designer?
I think he was a graphic designer.
It was a player at first, and then I just sort of quit, and then I was graphic designer for the rest of that.
Oh yeah, that's right, yeah.
And then I've just been doing that for my time, basically going into college for graphic design, all that fun stuff.
Yep.
Me and Jake tried that similar path. That didn't work out.
It was fun, but I was able to go to New York City.
He did. I didn't.
Yeah, that was fun.
Because I was too busy with the fact that they tried to put my major, which was graphics design. They tried to put that shit online with a teacher over in fucking California. I'm sorry. I'm not waiting until his 8 o'clock time, which is my midnight, to take a fucking course. I'm going to bed. Fuck you.
Yep.
So I just kind of fucked about for my entire semester until it was over. And then I was like, fuck you, I'm out of here.
Yeah, I've always been down that road. It's hard for somebody to teach me something. I have to learn it myself.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly, I've apparently become really good at it because anytime a new game comes out, there's fucking 4 people on the ScaRy channel that want me to play their game with them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, dude, play this game with me, man, because I don't know. Like, Mike does that shit all the time. Mike's like, hey, man, can you join this? I was like, is it fun? He goes, yeah, it's pretty fun.
He did that with Rings of Elysium.
He did that shit with Dauntless too, and I'm just like, I hate this shit. I'm fighting one monster for like 45 minutes.
It kind of reminds me of Monster Hunter World. That game is just a fucking slog
I don't want to swing at an animal or anything for 45 minutes.
No.
And then, you won! Da, 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 da!
And then get shit for loot.
Here's some clothes.
Yep.
And I'm just like, I hate this. Mike's like, yeah, I know, but I don't know what I'm doing. I was like, I don't...
That sounds like Mike.
Huh?
Like, motherfucker, like, I don't know.
Hey,
Why'd you fucking figure it out? He goes, no, man, you're really good at figuring stuff out. I said, no shit. And when I'm passionate about it.
Hey, come play this with me. Hey, I don't know what I'm doing.
He's fucking 30 levels higher than I am, and he's asking me what the hell I should be doing at his level. I'm like,
oh, dear God.
No.
That I have had a similar experience with the launch of Borderlands 3. I play Moze. I'm a Moze build character. I prefer that, honestly. I've played all the other characters, but I just prefer Moze, especially in her bottomless mags tree, because you could just literally fire forever.
Look at the Moze!
I've had probably 12 people on my friends list I've had to delete because they nonstop nag me. Hey, can you boost me? Hey, can you boost me? Hey, can you boost me? I'm like, no, I am not gonna... Okay, PSA from Darkour here. If you play Borderlands and you play it with me, and you asked me to boost you because you are getting burnt out, go fuck yourself. I am not helping you boost in a game that just came out. I will not help you boost unless it's like we're 6 years into the cycle, okay?
Yeah.
No.
If you haven't gotten to enjoy the game on yourself... What?
You gotta play this AAA style. You gotta
business style. Fucking charge them.
Yeah, you gotta go. Listen, man.
You're right.
Living in
you know
2019.
What?
You want to get up that level, you gotta pay me some loot box cash, baby.
Oh boy,
I'm talking microtransactions money. You gotta get into that
$15 for a $50 or a level 50 ride.
Oh yeah, now you're sounding like fucking EA.
Yeah.
Oh god.
You know?
But like, even at that point, it's gonna be scummy of me because 1, I'm exploiting people for money, and 2, they're not enjoying a game they paid full price for, or if they pre-ordered.
You just explained what EA does.
Oh hey, what's up, EA? I'll take my sponsorship any day now.
For one, Kenny, you would be doing something that you would be good at, and you would be making a profit on.
You know what?
I'm not gonna call the hustler a fucking pile of shit because he's better than me.
That's kind of like the old
saying. Play
the
fucking game the way it's meant to be played, and if you found your own hustle that shit, son.
But you know what?
You gotta quote fucking Sid Haig.
Yeah, don't hate the hustler, hate the game.
No, man, you gotta hustle that pussy, son. You know
what I mean?
That one. Okay.
But like, it hurts me when there's people who I've known for 5, 6, 7 years are just like, hey, can you help me boost? And I'm like, no.
I can help you play the game.
I can play a game through with you. I can play a session through with you until you hit level 50 on your own. I'm not gonna baby you and run around the game while you sit there AFC and just fucking, you know, whack your cock in the corner while you're getting legendary loot and levels. No. Goodbye.
I actually got to pick up Borderlands 3.
It's mad fun, dude.
It's a good game.
It's super fun.
That might be the next thing that we do.
But the main antagonists were just like...
They're extremely lacking, in my opinion.
Cringy.
They are. They're super cringy.
I thought the story was short.
The story with Tyrene and Troy is really cool, but the way they present themselves and their dialogue is just so cringy, and it makes you just want to fucking die. Like, especially Tyrene's main line, which is, when she opens up a live stream, or as they call it in Borderlands, a live scream, where they do a let's play. Her
That's
opening
funny,
line
let's
is,
play.
"What's going on, my bandit brothers and sisters? Tyrene, God Queen." It's like, no, shut the fuck up, write some different lines for her, and make her actually entertaining. Every time she speaks, I want to fucking blow my brains out.
You're in the third premise of the series, so you have to take Borderlands 1 and Borderlands 2 at a stance that they stood on.
Right.
Yeah, but
Now-
Borderlands 1 and 2 did it right because you could skip the cutscenes. Borderlands 3, they make you fucking watch them.
Are you serious? You can't skip
Yeah.
Yeah, you cannot skip them. If you're on your second playthrough, you gotta watch them all again.
Yep.
That's the other segment I want to fucking talk about then. Why the fuck in every game
Is there
they have
unskippable cutscenes?
No, I even before all that, in Gears 5, there's like a 3-minute fucking intro where you have to
Yes.
watch this Xbox Game Studios fucking logo.
Yes.
Then it shoots over to
That's
the Dolby
Borderlands
Atmos
3.
thing. And then it shoots over to the Coalition and it's in the fucking freeze thing.
Oh, so it's kind of like old PS3 bullshit where you have to watch the game install on your dashboard and then start the game, and then in the starting you have to sit for another 45 minutes, watch it, install the game inside of the game, and then install the trophies.
This
If
isn't
anybody
even
knows what I'm
installing
talking
them.
about,
This is like every time. I do know what you're talking about, Kenny. This is like every time, like for instance, Gears 5 maybe crashed for us once.
really.
Just like once, and we're
Yeah.
like, okay, well, we've already played the game. Me and Jake already got into the campaign for a long time. We decided to stop and restart to maybe it would like fix our lag problem, and we had to sit there again through it. And I'm like, this is fucking garbage. And then the Modern Warfare beta came out.
Yep.
And then it was like, oh, it's Activision and Infinity War,
Yep.
also being supported by these other three guys.
Also being
Welcome
supported
to
by
Modern
Borderlands.
Warfare 3.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, really? And then with this fucking Ghost Recon Breakpoint open beta.
Yeah. Like,
Same
I
fucking
understand
thing. And
that
I'm
they
just
want to
like-
give credit, but, like, don't do it in 5 minutes. Do it in, like, 30 seconds, please.
If you're loading the main menu and there's a lot of stuff to load, I could understand that.
Right.
But I have on my secondary monitor always percentages, values, temperatures,
CPU measurements and shit like that.
for all that shit. And when I see those title screens rolling by and that disc is sitting at 0, my hard drive light is not blinking.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there and I'm like,
Because it's not rendering anything in the background.
you know, motherfucker, I got away from cable because of fucking advertisements. Don't make me sit through this shit.
Yeah, don't make me get away from games because of fucking loading screens.
But
Yeah.
now you can't skip cutscenes again. And again, like, are we back in the year 98? Like, back then I could understand on the PS2.
Yeah, because
If
they
it's a cutscene
they
and
used
has
it to
into
load.
the next
Yeah,
segment. I could understand that. I was like, okay. I got used to it. I said, you know what, that's fine.
right.
Obviously, I was a fucking kid at that point in time, and you know, after the boss beats you 20 more fucking times, and then you
Yeah.
go, and you gotta watch the unskippable cutscene, and he goes, "Oh, I see you met me," and I'm like, "Yeah, I see you met me," you know, because I'm a fucking pansy ass fucking child. But
It's
you
the
know,
fucking SpongeBob meme where the letters
Yeah,
are all
that's
different
literally what I was
values.
thinking about.
yeah, you know, it's kind of what I was thinking about actually, but you know, it's pretty much how I was as a kid. I was like, yeah,
Yep.
fuck it, dude."
I think we kind of all were to some variation.
But
100%.
I know playing
Is it-
like racing games did that shit to me. It's just like, oh, second place. Second place. Go fuck yourself.
yeah, so like, you know, we live in the day and age of 2019.
Right.
And I can understand an unskippable cutscene for certain things, but with Borderlands,
Who remembers those days of the beautiful pre-rendered cutscenes from like Kingdom Hearts?
Oh my god, on
On the
PS2,
PS2,
it's like
or God of
everything is
War.
in 360 or 480p, but the cutscenes are like 720 or 1080. And it's just like, huh?
I was always confused that like, why does this look so good, but the game looks so bad?
I used to
Yeah.
explain it to myself as like they had more time for the cutscenes, which is why they look better, and that's technically the reason why.
then
Well,
again,
it's-
the limits of the
The
game
hardware
engines
that
they
back
were-
then, yeah.
that they were
you
running.
see, I was a kid when I started playing Final Fantasy X, and I was like, cool. I was like, wow, these graphics are intense. And then it stopped, and I was at gameplay. I was like, what the
Yeah. Yep.
Take the Final Fantasy X disc and throw it out my window. Like,
wow, those titties look fucking amazing. What the hell?
And then they
They're
just turn into polygons
now.
later. It's like,
what the
Those
fuck
just
is
can
that?
cut glass. What the fuck?
Obviously, I brought the Final Fantasy X game and I put it back and I played the fuck out of it for like 85 hours. But still, I was just like,
this is bullshit.
What happened?
obviously, my brain was developing. I was like, I can't wait till games become that good.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I
they are.
can't wait.
Now,
And
yeah.
And then like the Final Fantasy VII remake is being released in Axe,
Oh, is it?
and I'm just like,
Interesting.
this isn't what I expected when I
Yeah.
when I expected those.
So they're selling it in like different parts?
It comes in chapters, and you only get chapter 1 when Final Fantasy VII remake
God.
releases.
It's
And
like
it only gets-
Telltale.
Well, it gets to the point to God, I haven't played that game since
Jesus Christ, it reminds me
5.
of like multiple disc PS1 games where it's like, okay, switch to disc 2 now, like Metal Gear Solid.
Kinda, but I think it was because that they wanted to work on it over time and develop it. But
Which is
the first
respectable.
chapter ends in Final Fantasy VII. Like, as soon as you got used to fighting and doing all that stuff, that's when the game opens up.
Really?
That's when that chapter ends, and
Oh,
I was like, wait a minute. The beginning of Final Fantasy's the beginning of Final Fantasy. You can't just end it when it's like, okay, now here's an open world that you can. But what? Oh, we're done.
And credits, like
yeah.
piece of
Oh,
shit.
okay. See you guys in chapter 2. And I'm like, well, when's that gonna be released? Like, 2030.
Well, fuck. You might as well not even put it out in this decade if
Dude,
that's the
those
case.
graphics better fucking extend my life by like 5 years.
Dude, if they
I know,
actually do that,
I was like, what the fuck? Like,
by
I
the
was watching
time
the whole development process of Final Fantasy VII. I was looking for news articles. I was looking for anything, and I was just like, yeah, it's gonna be played in X, and you only get to play chapter 1. And I'm just like,
dude,
but
but
how
like,
long
if
is
they did
chapter
that,
1?
I don't know. All I know is that
Like
it plays
35
up
minutes?
until the point to where, like, if anyone's played a Final Fantasy, there's the beginning stages where they teach you how to use everything. This is the battle system. This is how we're going to utilize it. This is the stuff that you can do.
in game,
items,
it's at least
the
like
white
5
mages, the black
chapters.
mages.
But
Yeah.
at
So-
that point, it's also like, have you played Final Fantasy 15, right? So
I
that
have tried. Is that the one with a lightning?
no, that's Final Fantasy 14. Or no, is it 13 or 14? But there's like Lightning and Lightning Returns. Final Fantasy 15 is the one with like Noctis and Gladio.
Yo,
and-
I want to play the one with Lightning McQueen. Kidding me?
Is that the one where they're like in a car? and they
Yes.
have those really realistic plates of food.
yeah.
Yeah, I keep trying to play like a Final Fantasy, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
the shit gets so goddamn convoluted. Like when I was a kid, it was fun.
Yeah.
I was like a very convoluted thing, and I'm like 30. When I tried to play Final Fantasy 13, I was like, I just don't care. Get me to the action. And then like the same thing with Final Fantasy 15. I was like, God, you're gonna have the tutorial. It's gonna last for like 30 hours.
But
gotta
like I
explain
can say
every
this about
goddamn
Final
detail.
Fantasy though. Honestly, like look at the only reason they called it Final Fantasy was because Square Enix was about to go under. Like
Oh, really?
yeah, this
I
is a
know
fun
that.
fact. If you did not know, Final Fantasy was titled Final Fantasy because this was their final fantasy style game that they were going to make before the company went bankrupt.
And then it just
You
took
talking
off.
about the first one?
Yes.
So you talking about Square Enix,
Yes, Square Enix, yeah.
or what they were called before that, SquareSoft.
Squaresoft, yes.
Yeah.
But like it was Squaresoft's last adventure to
God, I'm
perform.
old, I know that it's fucking.
Well, that's just like Gran Turismo. Before it used to be called Polyphia, it was called something else. It was like Polyphonics or something.
Yeah.
But the only reason that they titled it Final Fantasy is because this was the final attempt at success, and thankfully it took off. Otherwise, we wouldn't have any Square Enix games today.
No Kingdom Hearts and shit.
Yeah, we wouldn't have like fucking
Was-
anything Square Enix related.
Was
Kingdom
Kingdom?
Hearts would have happened. Are you kidding me? We're talking
Yeah.
about Disney money.
Yeah,
Yeah, but like
Those guys,
oh, yeah,
those
that's
guys
true.
don't care. Disney's like,
That's
here's
true.
like
30
16
million
truckloads
Yeah.
of cash. Just take it, back it in, guys, back it in. Yeah. No. Yeah, the big ones. Yeah, the big ones. Yeah.
The $1,000 bills.
Yeah, the gold-plated trucks. Yes, those ones.
Yeah.
Okay, over here. There
You can have the trucks too.
You can have the trucks too.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Wow.
The entire cylinder tank's just been made out of solid gold too. You guys enjoy it. You smelt it down, make it into bricks, do whatever you want. Square Enix is like,
Okay.
Sure.
this is a lot of. What do you want me to do?
Oh, we want you to make a game based off Disney characters. Square Enix.
Oh.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
And just make your own up too. Throw some in there. Was Final Fantasy before Kingdom Hearts? Or was it after?
It was before.
Oh god, yeah. You talking about on the Super Nintendo?
Yeah, this was like late 80s, I'm pretty sure.
Damn.
Like 88, 89.
Which the Super Nintendo emulator on the Switch does not have Final Fantasy, and I'm just like,
Oh, boo.
Why?
where's my shit, dude?
Do you know how much
I don't-
money they're missing out on for selling that shit again? Like they could
Well,
sell it again.
one,
True.
they're not selling it on the Switch.
They're like
You
fucking
pay-
Bethesda.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Well, for instance,
God damn it,
on
Todd Howard.
like for instance, on the Switch, you pay a fee and you get to play online, and then they're like, "Hey, here's Nintendo," and you're like, "What the hell?" It's like Nintendo emulator. It's like 65 games you can play from the Nintendo. You're like, "Oh shit!" And I was like, "Oh shit, dude! Fucking Super Mario Brothers 3. I'm fucking 5 years old again. Woohoo! Raccoon Mario doing his thing, dude." I was like, "Fucking 31 years old, man. What the hell? Put that fucking thing down."
Dude,
And they're like, the Super Nintendo got right. It's like, oh yeah, fucking Super Mario World, dude. Woo! And Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past. I can play the Super Metroid. Fuck yeah! And I'm like, wait a minute.
Do you remember? Obviously, you remember, but the flower power up where you can throw fireballs.
Yeah.
oh,
How it makes the when every time you throw one. There's a gun in Borderlands 3 called the Super Ball, and the red flavor text on it is called Flower Power. You fire balls of fire that just go straight to the floor, but every time you fire it, it makes the Mario noise when he throws a fireball. So it's like,
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they put a lot of stuff in there. They have
Oh my
something for
God.
Summit 1G2.
yes, I was
Where-
literally about to
two-time
tell you
champ,
that.
the two-time
Yeah,
champ.
no, the Molotov, where if you throw it, it instantly just blows up on you.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
I fucking love it, dude. I was literally about to tell you about that.
There's a Parks and Recreations Easter egg too. If you pre-ordered the game, there's the diamond butt bomb grenade, and the red flavor text is "Bye bye little butt stallion," which is the
butt
reference
sale,
to
yeah.
"Bye bye little Sebastian"
Mm.
from
Butt
Parks and
stallion.
Rec.
Yep.
So did any of you guys that have played Borderlands 3 get the gun that shoots other guns? That you pick
Yes,
up?
it is story related.
Is it really?
It is in
Yeah,
fact
I
story
remember
related.
What is?
The gun that shoots guns, the gun.
Oh, yeah.
That's what
It's
they
a
call
gun
it.
that shoots guns that you can just pick up and loot.
Yeah.
And you just
Yep.
like sit there
You
and
just
shoot.
sell those.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
I
They
go to
did that on
Sanctuary
purpose, so
3.
you're
Yeah,
not worried about money.
yeah.
Oh, good.
Oh, okay.
But here's the thing, though. It costs iridium to fire it. It costs 10 iridium to fire 10 guns.
oh, okay.
So it's a 1-to-1 scaling, but it's kind of cool.
Does it ever give you good?
gun
But does it
sometimes.
produce legendaries?
Yeah.
And-
Nobody's discovered yet if it produces legendaries. I just watched
It's
a
off
video.
your level, so it's like all level based.
Yeah, it's all level based.
Which is
It's
really nice.
literally like a golden chest all the time.
Oh, wow.
But I just watched a video the other day where somebody spent 18,000 iridium in one sitting firing guns out of the gun. And eventually the greens and the blues begin to despawn and it just leaves purples. They spent 18,000. That's 18,000 guns that they got. And there was not a single legendary in the pool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what level were they? Were they like,
All level. Yeah, they were level 50.
Well, yeah, they probably did the little glitch before they patched it of just putting it on Mayhem 3, killing a one of those like loot goblins.
Oh, the loot tanks, the hoarder tanks.
Yeah.
See, I don't like people that put out videos about. Obviously, they want other people to have fun in the game and get a bunch of legendaries. But like when you do that,
It's gonna
you
get
bring
patched.
attention to it.
Yeah.
And when you bring attention to it, it gets patched, and then it ruins it for everybody else.
You're best to leave it at word of mouth. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like, if
just
you make
let it
it-
spread by
Hey.
friends.
You guys, how we talk is word of mouth.
Yeah.
And you're talking about doing this shit on YouTube and on iTunes. There ain't no such fucking thing before.
Yeah.
This isn't the
True.
1990s.
Plus, you got Twitch and everything.
It's,
I was gonna say like in the 90s, I would run to my neighbor's house, like, dude, did you find this thing in like Zelda 2 where you could fucking do this and that? It's like, no, what? You go and run over. He goes, oh, that's fucking cool as shit.
Or like Wolfenstein, where you run to your friend's house, where you're just like, dude, there's a secret wall on floor 3 of section 2. And it's just like, what? No. So you run up, you hit the action button, and the wall just goes in. And it's like, holy shit! Or like when people discovered the cheat codes for Doom, IDD QD or IDD or IDKFA or something like that.
How the fuck did they even like think of that?
Oh, dude, people will just type in random commands until they finally get it.
Wow, like that, and like GTA San Andreas and shit. Like, dude, I don't understand. I just don't understand how they ever like made found out the combinations.
For one, you have to understand programming.
Yeah.
For instance, when you input the cheat codes for Grand Theft Auto games, you have to be standing.
Yes.
You can't be in a menu doing that.
Nope.
Or you can or you can't, but that all ties together with programming. So you have to not be doing something.
Yeah.
And then you can't do an action. So you're pretty much dialing down and cutting out everything else that you can interact with, and then you figure that stuff out from there.
That's just like the guy that found the debug mode for the Jak and Daxter games. You can literally start, if anybody's played one of the big 3, which is Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, and fucking Sly Cooper on the PS2. If you played any of those, you know what I'm talking about with Jak and Daxter.
Yes.
Jak and Daxter 1, the Precursor Legacy, there is a debug mode where you can start the game on Geyser Rock, and you can go all the way to the end of the lava tubes into the Golem Maya Citadel with no progression whatsoever. I mean, you don't have to collect precursor orbs, you don't have to collect power cells, you don't have to collect scout flies.
You just skip the whole game.
You just skip the whole game. It's like, done.
And those kind of things were banned in speedruns.
They
because, well, I mean, sometimes there's a category for those.
There's glitched and glitchless.
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, like GoldenEye wasn't gonna be an available game for the remake of the classic Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
Because they don't have the rights to it anymore.
No.
Man, I went down a deep YouTube hole looking for speedrun shit. Like,
yes, I love speedruns.
I watched the entire history of the speedrun of how the Ocarina of Time could be done in like 2.5 minutes.
Yep.
I saw that. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
These guys were sitting there with a goddamn stick whacking at a wall waiting for this one fucking thing to happen. And that was what they were doing. They're like, we got to do the stick thing, dude. It's what we're doing. We got to hit that stick against the wall.
Got to do the stick method.
We'll fucking reset, and then you're at Ganon. And I'm like, you grabbed a fucking stick. Like, what?
Yeah. I don't understand.
You got to wonder how they figured it out.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I mean, is they sat there with a stick, and they're like, okay, I'm going to hit this wall.
Yeah.
Like,
I used to do that shit in Call of Duty 3.
Text line 8 hours later. I'm gonna hit this wall. Oh shit! It did something.
It's crazy.
That's a hell of a rabbit hole to go down. I was watching all that shit. I was just like, you guys are destroying my childhood, but this is very interesting.
Yeah, that's like how I used to watch AGDQ and SGDQ videos from like this year all the way back to like 2013, and I would just sit there and watch hour-long runs all day long. Like I'd wake up, watch speed runs until I go to sleep, which I'm up until anywhere from like 11:30 or 10:30 in the morning to about 4 in the morning. So you figure that's a pretty long period of time to just sit down and watch YouTube videos.
Yeah, I just started watching after watching like all the speedrun histories. YouTube was like, oh, you want to watch Summoning Salt? And I was like,
no.
What the hell is that? And I was like, oh shit, I do, because this shows the entire world history of
speedruns.
For certain ones, like the ones for Mario, Super Mario Sun, he did a lot of them. It was insane.
What was the one where they did like the level skips and they fought Bowser 3 times? Isn't that like that's Super Mario World?
Super Mario 64?
I think it's 64 because there's you got to collect the stars to open doors.
Yeah, the Super Mario 64.
Yes,
but like there's. Somebody made a stop motion animation meme out of it where it shows Mario essentially just like breaking through walls and shit, and then he's at Bowser and he picks him up and he's like, "So long, hey Bowser!"
So long, Bowser.
And he just throws his ass off the platform.
Yeah, I think I did watch Summoning Salt did one on Super Mario 64. That was done in like a minute and a half.
Yeah,
the game minute and a half.
Yeah,
crazy.
Just fought the last Bowser. I was like, do you know how long I spent as a kid
just getting through all one level?
Stars.
I think what you guys need to take a look at is the GoldenEye speedruns, because they do it by level. They don't do it throughout the whole game.
Yeah.
And like it actually times you in game, and they use the in-game clock to do it.
There's specific levels that are like legendary for speedruns, and then there's other ones that people just don't give a shit about.
Dam 52 and
the
Control.
Dam.
It's dude, I love that shit.
I just, for some reason, my childhood brain couldn't comprehend the fact that if I just looked down, those guys wouldn't shoot me as much.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
because if you look down,
I was sitting there, I was like, really? You just look down, and because you're not looking at them,
because this is your hitbox.
You, and I'm just like,
hey man, if you can't see them, they can't see you.
Bam,
boy,
nailed it. Yeah, it's like Tyrannosaurus Rex shit. Just stand still; they won't hit you.
They just walk around. Yo, I can't see you. What the fuck?
Yeah, just
that makes no sense to me. It's like running through a stoplight and there's a cop watching. He goes, if I don't see it, it's not illegal.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it is.
This shit does not work in my head. Cops will still pull you over. You still get arrested.
I'll put a fucking invisibility cloak on my damn car.
Yeah, just running around with a green screen on his head, just like tee.
You see, all you see is wheels.
Yeah, just like
you thought you were slick, buddy.
Christ.
I love it.
The green screen over his car. You can't see anything but like this much of the wheel, and like this is he's got his face to the windshield like this. He's just like
somebody painted their car chroma green, and then like in video, and they recorded it, and then they get video software, they chromed it out, and people are like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Did somebody like put a message underneath him, but like, you know, you can chroma key any color, right?
That is true. That is very true. But green is like. It's like the least. It's like the color you're not going to see the most whenever you're looking at it.
There's particular colors that are just better.
Chrome.
Say that again.
If you're inside right here, well then again, he was outside.
Okay, I can understand that inside.
Yeah, but who buys a green car?
It's what I mean. Hey. Plants, trees, leaves,
grass.
Okay.
Sometimes rivers.
I mean, if you're gonna rob a bank, that's not the car you want to escape.
No, clearly not.
Stick out like a sore thumb.
Maybe you want to get some of that like paint that could peel off. You could just drive around the corner real fast into an alley, throw a dumpster in the way, and peel all the fucking paint off.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, like
that actually happened in the movie Taxi. Now that I think about it, Queen Latifah and Jimmy Fallon.
Weird.
Yeah.
I hate Jimmy Fallon. Change subjects, Jake. What's on the next on your to-do list? Boy, quit texting. You're working.
All right.
That's probably going to get cut out of the video.
I don't even have a next thing on my to-do list because I don't prepare things ahead of time. I used to be able to.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so
just got to go with
let's talk about Rambo Last Blood. Has anybody seen it yet?
No, I haven't. I wanted to.
I really don't know about that. First of all, how many Rambo movies have there been?
Well, there's First Blood Part 2, and then Last Blood, and then there's the 2007 movie Rambo, which is the fourth one where he's still in what do you call it? Burma.
It's starting to turn into you know, like the movie's Taken. You know, like
right.
You know, like at the fourth Taken movie, I'm like, you're just a bad father and a husband. Like, you got to stop. Your daughter and your wife keep getting kidnapped.
You're taking over the podcast. I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll just jump into the main seat real quick.
Ew, dude. Where all the shit stains are? Look at that dirty ass chair, man. He's gonna sit in it.
Yeah, that's some diarrhea right there, goddamn.
Oh god, I can't stand in it, dude. That's fucking.
Oh my god, you just smeared it a little bit.
Which is left of which is right.
He got it all over his pants, dude.
I don't care.
Now he doesn't know which one's
backward.
left.
It's backward.
Hey, Kenny, there he is.
Hey, what's up, guys?
How you doing, bud?
You know, just taking over for the stream, I guess, or the podcast.
How's that chair feel?
Gotta adjust.
Is it wet?
Unfortunately, I believe it is.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Sit in that chair.
I don't want to, but I have to. So he should have.
People do that all the time when they come over here. They just think that my chair is a thing to sit in. I was like, I wouldn't sit on that. They're like,
but what? Yeah.
And I'm like, you know, it's probably not best to talk about it. Let's just say that you didn't go near it.
Yeah.
Smell. My ass has been there for a long time. I don't know what would happen, but
right. So
It's just too many years of that chair filtering out my farts. So let's not add any more onto that. And they're just gonna look at it. And I was like, you see how gross I'm getting with that? Yeah, don't touch my fucking chair. It's my germs.
I'm pretty sure if they like took a sample, if they managed to aerosolize the cushion of your chair, they could probably make a new deadly nerve gas out of it.
Well, Jake has a lot more gas than I do.
True.
Every time I'm playing a game with that boy, he's just like, oh god, it's like all day. Yep. I'm like, dude, would you stop eating like Taco Bell and fucking hot chili peppers? Like,
dude,
obviously not healthy.
He's got Southwest Chipotle Ranch on standby. It's just on his desk.
Why?
I don't know. I mean, I could think barbecue sauce or ketchup.
Does he just drink it or something?
No, he uses it on his sandwiches and shit. But I could see barbecue or maybe even ketchup. Ketchup's the biggest one. I honestly could see hot sauce, but seriously? It just baffles me.
Every man has his own preferred taste.
True. I prefer mustard.
I have an overwhelming addiction to putting ranch in my pizza, and my grandmother has always not on it, but just as a dip.
Yeah.
And my grandmother's always like, "Ew, why do you do that?" And I was like, I don't know. And I thought about it for a long time, and I was talking with my psychologist about this, and he's like, well, just he's like, this is something that you just do automatically. Think about it. And I was like, and I did, and I spent a month thinking about just ranch and why I have this. It's not like an addiction. It's just I have pizza.
Preferred.
It's not like I have a huge bowl size of the lard covered ranch. It's just it's a little souffle cup. It's about it.
Yeah, just a little thing that could fit inside of a thing of duct tape. And
then it hit me. Every lunch I had at school had a gigantic thing of ranch.
Oh, like one of those pump things?
Huge. It was huge. And ranch was delved out every day of the week when they served hamburgers, the meatloaf, the pan pizzas, turkey a la king.
Huh.
And I sat there, I was like, son of a bitch, the fucking schools did this shit to me. It was just odd because, somebody a 10th, he's like, ew, why? And I'm just like, it was there.
Yeah.
I was at lunch. They ever had a 1998 school lunch before? There's nothing really to it. It's just water and then
ranch or hot sauce or whatever was on
potato starch.
Yeah. Whatever was on tap, pretty much.
It's just what it is.
Guys, I'm buying Jake some fucking cord organizers because my shit is. I put my foot down on the floor and I got 6 cords on it.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get a new desk. But okay, so Rambo 5 we kind of glossed over. Shit. I'm trying to think because we talked about Borderlands. Big deal this past week. We're coming up on 2 weeks now. 2 weeks now of it being out.
I've got something to bring up.
Okay, what you got?
How about the simple fact that Modern Warfare is selling an incomplete game to PC and Xbox players?
But the PS4 are getting Spec Ops for a whole year. I don't understand the business practice here. What was the mentality in the development office? People don't really play it, but we gotta recoup losses somehow. What fucking losses? What losses? I mean, they make so much money off of the loot boxes, the COD point system.
Your Activision, for one. If you go and look up Black Ops 2 on Steam, it's still $60.
Are you serious?
I'm being dead ass. Black Ops 3 is also $60.
That's just ridiculous.
Not including the DLCs. Those are still full price.
Wow. You know what's crazy though? Activision's greedy business practices are appalling, but the fact that you can go on Steam when there's Steam sales and it's only down $5? Yeah. If that.
Yep.
It's $59. It goes from $59.99 plus tax to $55 or $54.99 plus tax or something like that. But then you look at like past Borderlands titles, and you can buy for like $35. You can get the Borderlands 1 Game of the Year edition with all the DLCs that wasn't remastered.
I got that for $2.
Yeah, but like to think about that game is such a staple for looter shooter community, and it's only $2, and it still has mad replayability. But like any Call of Duty game, like you said, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, I imagine probably any of the old Modern Warfare games, so like Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, even the original Black Ops and World at War are probably still $60 on Steam.
Actually, World at War was made just exclusively by Infinity Ward before Activision had their...
Oh, you mean Treyarch?
Yeah. There you go. Before Activision had their greedy little dick tentacles all over it. You know what I mean?
You know, now that you mentioned that too, I do remember that they sold camos, title cards, and what was it? It was like camos, title cards, and emblems, I believe it was, in Black Ops 2, because there was like the whole Afterlife camo, the weaponized 1.5 camo, Paladin, you know.
I do not remember. I don't think I ever played multiplayer in Black Ops 2. I only got it for zombies.
Yeah, you know, the zombies was phenomenal, but multiplayer...
For the time and for what it was, is very simplistic.
Yeah.
It's just the kind of game I was into. I didn't really want to grind and grind and grind and grind just to, you know.
Right.
Not only that, but like, you know, like that was the other thing that happened too, was like it was like the second day it was out on PC, people were almost already prestiged.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay. That was like the other reason why I stopped playing Call of Duty, was like the game would have been released for like a week. I'm playing with people that have prestige level 6.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, what the? Would you go outside?
Those are the kinds of people that like as soon as they hit sunlight, they have sunburn immediately.
Yeah, I'm just like okay, I'm pretty addicted to games. Okay,
I'm pretty sure we all are.
You know what I mean? But I don't think I've ever been any higher of a prestige than like maybe 2 or 3, maybe. And I think that was for Modern Warfare when it was like cool.
When it was like 5 and 10 XP per kill, but every level was like 20,000 XP.
Yeah. So I like. Yeah, actually, I think you're right. And like after that, I was like, God, Jesus, I have to keep fucking grinding.
Yeah.
Modern Warfare 3 came out, and I was like, this sucks.
I know. The really shitty thing for me is
the Wii-based game, and I'm just
the Wii game.
Oh God, yeah.
I remember,
and then that.
Jake's little brother Ethan actually had a Wii. We used to play online World at War on it. It was the most terrible goddamn experience of my life, but you know what? It was something. So we played it. Unfortunately.
Yeah, it must have been, because I wouldn't even go that far. I was looking at it and I was like, ugh, I don't think so.
Yeah. I know the shitty thing for me is I've played just about every Call of Duty, you know, from COD 4. So COD 4, World at War, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, Ghosts, Advanced Warfare. Black Ops 3 came after Advanced Warfare.
Did it?
Think?
Holy shit.
I feel like there's a big gap between that, honestly. Let's see.
Yeah, there was a gap after Modern Warfare 3. I think I was playing it with like on my buddy's PS4.
Yeah.
I think I'm good with Call of Duty.
But
I think I've seen enough here. And then Black Ops game, I was like, "Would you want to play Black Ops?" I was like, "Well, the zombies is cool."
Yeah, that's pretty much all we play it for anyway. But
that's all I got.
I can't remember right offhand. There's probably gonna be people in the comments going, "Stupid! Can't believe you forgot about this game." But I'm pretty sure after Advanced Warfare, it came Black Ops 3.
Yeah, because it was either Black Ops 3 or 4 that had the mixture. It had that dude from SVU in it.
Oh, Train Go Boom. Yeah, that was Black Ops 3.
Train Go Boom. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember, I was like, Train Go Boom. I was like, oh, yeah, Train did go boom.
That was the meme of the game, was Train Go Boom.
Hey, bada boom. Yeah.
But it was like, I'm pretty sure it was Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, and then Infinite Warfare. And then we went to World War II. That is like pretty much the only Call of Duty I have never played at all. I heard the zombies was pretty much terrible. It was all horror based, so it was all jump scary and shit. It didn't feel like a zombies game.
I thought it was arena based.
Was it arena based?
Yeah, it was arena based.
Really?
It was like some weird shit. Yeah, where you had to find like tomes and.
Yes. Okay, yeah. I think Mike bought it, and he was like, "Yeah, the zombies is weird." I was like, "What did they do to my zombies?"
Yeah, and everything's.
I was like, that was like the
German.
only stable that they had. All you had to introduce was like classes. That was it.
Yeah, and then they were like, "Oh
you
yeah,"
kept the cool secret Easter egg songs in there, and that was it. And I'm just like, "Well, what did you do to it?" And like, it's like you're in this arena and you're walking around in the arena and you have to collect power ups, or something. And I'm just like, they ruined my zombies.
And Juggernaut did not function like it was supposed to. It was an armor-based perk that as soon as your armor was gone, you had to go rebuy the perk.
Oh, like, God.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Just give me a perk and let me go. Don't make me have to keep coming back because the effects of the buff have worn off. Don't do that shit. That's disgusting.
It's EA for you. Microtransaction.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
And again, it's just a simple game concept. I liked it in Black Ops 2, where they introduced that cool bus level.
Oh, transit.
Off
yes.
At the station, and then you got on a bus, and then you were in a farm field. And I was like, this is cool. You guys took to zombies, and you flipped it on its hinge. I was like, that was cool. And then I was just like, really... Mike was like, yeah, they ruined zombies. I was like, they did? He's like, yeah, there was a class system. I was like, and he's like, but like your power-ups don't last. I was like, what do you mean they don't last? You're supposed to survive as long as you can, having
perks. Yeah.
Trying to get all the perks that you can in one go, and getting, and then kiting all the zombies all the way around, all over the
running
place.
Running a train and shit, yeah.
You know what I mean? And then like, okay, mystery box. Gotta run around. Go ahead, grab. It's not the weapon I want. Fuck it. Gotta run around. You know what I mean?
Gotta run around. Yeah, and then you get a teddy bear and you're like, damn it.
Yeah. And like, it's just simple. And then there was that cool ice one.
Call of the Dead.
Yeah, Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yes, they had Sarah Michelle Gellar
and Danny Trejo.
Yep.
And I'm just like,
oh, Jesus Christ. The guy that played Merle Dixon. Yes, Robert Englund.
There you go.
Robert Englund, Danny Trejo.
And I was like, yeah!
Sarah Michelle Gellar and...
They fucked it up, man.
Oh, God. I can never remember the guy's name that played Merle.
Oh, yeah, that's right, too. He was in there.
Fuck.
What a weird...
It was the opening cutscene where he goes to, like, butt-stroke the zombie with the double barrel. Here's another thing, though. Did anybody else notice he shot 3 times with a double barrel?
Yes.
Well, like, he goes to knock the zombie.
It's called comedy.
Yes.
Satire, for God's sake.
But, like, he goes to, like, swing the thing across the guy's nose, and he's like, damn it, he missed me again! And George comes over, takes the thing, and just nails Robert Englund right in the face. He's like,
yep.
And then Danny Trejo's picking on him, too, smacks him in the head with the butt of his machete. And Sarah Michelle Gellar does a roundhouse kick on his ass. But, speaking of Call of Dead, have you seen the remake called Tag der Toten on Black Ops 4 yet?
I did. I actually... I want to get Jake in trouble. Got the game from a very reputable website.
All right, we'll just leave it at that.
That site. Yeah.
We'll just leave it at that.
And then I was like, holy shit, this is like 500 gigs. It's like, all right. So then like I was like, well, since I took all this time to download this gigantic ass game, I might as well play the campaign. And just what Kenny said, train go boom. I was like, all right, well, the train went boom. Whatever the fuck that was. Yeah. I thought this was Black Ops. Why is Advanced Warfare in here now? Why is the dude from the SVU in here?
Yeah.
All right.
Elliot
whatever.
Stabler.
Yeah. So I was like, all right, whatever. And then I started playing Kino der Toten, Kino der Untoten, Day of the Dead, Day of the Undead. For those of you who don't know,
Yeah.
I was like, something feels off about that.
Yeah, how they remastered like Kino der Toten and shit like that.
Like even the one in the amphitheater, I was just like, what's just something doesn't feel right about this. I know it's in a new engine. That's not it.
It's
the
whole gobblegum system.
I think that's what it was. You weren't drinking stuff.
Yeah,
you were like popping gumballs.
Yep.
Not only did that freak me out, but I couldn't find the asteroid pieces.
Oh, the 115 rocks.
Yeah.
The meteorites.
So I was like, I heard it.
Because it makes that like. Yep.
I could hear it, but I was like, okay, I've played this map a bajillion fucking times.
Yeah.
I know where all these fucking rocks are.
Why can't I find them?
I couldn't find any of them, and I was like, you guys didn't get the licensing rights for that girl's music, did you? I was like, that was a badass fucking song too, you piece of shit.
And you know, that's crazy to think though, because not only did Alina Seisman come in to do music for Treyarch Studios, if they can't get their own licensing, that's a little sad.
That's what I mean. Like, it was either like a licensing hiccup or something was weird, but everything was there. And I was just like, it's cool.
You know,
why am I eating bubblegum?
What really pissed me off though with Derice when they remastered it for Black Ops 3, they didn't have the original Beauty of Annihilation. It was some like remix where it was, you know,
that's
had
what it was
electronics
too. Yeah.
and shit in it. I'm like, no. Where's the guitar? Where's the blast beats on the drums? Where's the heavy metal vocals? This is not what I want.
Yep.
I mean, I give them credit because they made a remix of it. That's cool. But it's not what we wanted.
Yeah, no offense to any DJers out there. I'm pretty sure when you go out and you're trying to make a name for yourself, you're going to clubs,
yeah,
and you're traveling a lot and whatnot, that you guys doing that stuff live is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But you like just do a remix of it. I'm like, okay, there's only a few things that deserve remixes. 8-bit games,
yes.
16-bit games.
Yes.
You could go as high as a 32-bit. You kind of like, you know, like you're pushing boundaries, but when like you have to remix a song that was given so much heart and soul to it, it's just kind of like destroying it, because some guy played a guitar and he was badass at it.
Oh, Kevin Sherwood. That was the guy that was a guitarist. I remember the studio videos.
And the girl that sang, she had heart and soul into it. She sounded like the fucking girl from Flyleaf, but she did it in a fucking badass way when she fucking screamed.
You want to know what's crazy about her singing genre?
I'm sorry, the Italian. I gotta get my memes right. You gotta do one.
No.
Come on.
Hell no.
No? Okay.
Okay, that's it. We're taking your fucking kneecaps. Let's get them. But like the vocalist for the Easter egg song on all the old Call of Duty Zombies maps, she's a fucking country singer.
Yeah.
Like when I found out her main genre is country, I'm like, huh? That's a country singer?
Well, it was like everyone else when they were surprised that Stone Sour was just the lead singer from Slipknot.
I honestly couldn't understand that. Like, for one, was it during the Voliminal cycle or was it during Iowa when people figured out, oh, it's Corey Taylor?
Oh, yeah. Well, no, like, Stone Sour's first few albums, like, they were like, the first one was really fucking grungy. Like, you could tell it was Corey Taylor.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think it was the exact opposite when he did Through the Glass.
Looking at you through the glass.
And you hear this guy that just fucking screams into a fucking mic. You think this dude like annihilated his fucking vocal cords.
Yeah, they're in the Iowa cycle.
And he sings this, I'm looking at you through the glass, don't know how much
I'm so sorry for these fucking listeners.
And I'm just like,
quick, but I gotta touch
how is this guy's vocal cords not destroyed? I was like, oh, he's got talent.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. He actually went through lessons. I mean, it takes years of fucking practice.
Yeah, you got to learn how to control your diaphragm and shit.
You can't just scream into a microphone and then just like, you know, I'm like, oh, That's right. You can actually be taught that.
Yeah.
We weren't talking much shit about you, Jake. Just
Just a little bit.
Just how the chair probably needs to be burned.
usual. Tent had a lot of stuff to say.
That chair has to be fucking burned. That shit is fucking terrible.
I know. I sat up to like adjust, and I just got a waft of it. I'm like,
before Kenny
huh?
sat in it.
Yeah. What?
Nothing.
Okay. Me either.
Oh boy.
So we touched on Rambo 5. We talked about how Call of Duty Zombies, they did the ending for like the Dempsey and Takeo Nikolai Richtofen storyline. They called it Tag der Untoten, which is it's weird, but they remade Call of the Dead, and it's the final map for that story.
Well, shit.
So I don't know what they have future plans for or what's going on, but we basically talked about like Rambo, zombies, a little bit more video gaming, like remixes, because everybody was really mad about the whole Beauty of Annihilation remix on Derice and Black Ops 3. We talked about
something about
games and shit.
The zombies music. What was it? Wait, or Kenny from Wait. His song Afterlife.
Jake.
What?
Jake, you're not swallowing the microphone. Back it up a little bit, man.
But
Crazy. You sound like the lead singer of fucking Disturbed, man. Calm down.
Oh,
David Draymond.
I want to go see Disturbed so bad, and Ride just ruined it.
Anyway, they thought that Afterlife sounded like a song from Kowloon. And I'm sitting here like, well, I mean, that's a nice compliment, but I don't fucking see it.
Afterlife?
It's
Avenged Sevenfold, yeah.
No, not
Ready to Die?
We Are the Empties Afterlife song.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, it's really good.
Are you talking about the guy that made like the custom zombies map Kowloon and then put Afterlife in it somewhere?
That was a custom zombies map?
There's like millions of custom zombies maps on PC for... Believe it or not, Riot, you can use Black Ops 3 for custom zombies maps. There are mod tools out for Black Ops 3 for custom zombies maps. Yeah.
I was thinking Kowloon was Black Ops 1 multiplayer, but they made it into a zombies map?
Yeah. There's at least 3 or 4 different zombies maps of it. There's one where the Easter egg is to save Hudson.
Oh, okay.
Makers of Killing Floor 2 really need to blend with Activision. I want I want to see it again, man.
Yeah.
I already have Black Ops 2. I have all the DLC for it, but
I just want to play Killing Floor 2 again in general.
Yeah, I mean, shit, we didn't have to do a Killing Floor. Well, I mean, we played that game so many times, but we
gotta at least do a Halloween special where we play Left 4 Dead 2 one more time.
Yeah. Okay, I can see that. Yeah.
It's like Halloween special,
Motherfucker, you talked about playing Killing Floor 2 so many fucking times. You know how much I played Left 4 Dead 2?
Yeah,
that goes between him and me too.
I've played it a fuck ton, man, both on Xbox and PC.
God.
I remember playing Left 4 Dead 2 when my desk was because I had a loft bed, so my bed was up here, my desk was down here, and my PC was. I didn't have a proper desk chair. I had a fucking recliner.
I remember that.
And I used to be better aiming with my mouse on my armrest of my fucking recliner
with that DPI, like 800.
Yeah.
Or like 1,000.
And Jake's like, how the fuck are you so good at this? And I'm like, dude, I'm playing on an armchair. I'm literally like, shoot.
It's wild. I wouldn't be able to do that. I have to have something huge that covers my whole desk because I use all the circumference.
Like, he's used to flat planes. He's used to this.
Yes.
I was playing like this.
Dude, you can get mouse pads now that cover your entire desk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got a fucking huge ass one.
Yeah. Show me. I want to see it. They get bigger and bigger, and I love it.
Oh yeah, like Jake can order one fit to his L desk. Like he can get a whole tabletop mouse pad, and you can get them with custom graphics on them too.
I have a Yu-Gi-Oh placement mat for a card game as mine. It's just a Yu-Gi-Oh mat, and it works.
Oh
Jesus.
God.
Yep, dude, I'm drowning in it over here.
He used to have like 6 different mouse pads up here that he kind of like cobbled together to kind of make a gigantic mouse pad, but he was like, fuck it, that Yu-Gi-Oh one looks good.
And my other one is a Yu-Gi-Oh one too.
The one down here.
Yep.
He's got 2 fucking Yu-Gi-Oh mats.
Never been a fan of shiny mouse pads. I like the rubber gritty ones.
Yeah. like the old Logitech ones and shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
They got like the little.
This is black. You know what I mean? You guys can see this, right? It's not like the whole my back here is all black or anything.
Yeah, I can actually see the outline. I'm sure Jake could probably jump
Jake,
the contrast
they sell it
on
at Walmart, and it's made out of recycled rubber. It's $1.
How big is it?
It's in the fucking electronics section that you worked at.
Yeah, but how big is it? They have different sizes.
It's this big.
Pretty small.
It looks like at least
That's really
that would not be good for me, dude. I have to have...
Dude, 1080p. My DPI is at 350. Because there's more texture to it, you get more surface area to work on. The shinier it is,
the less it registers.
You know, let's just say a scientific term, you know, expletive, whatever, etc., etc. But the smoother it is, the more you're gonna have to move your arm. The rougher it is, the less you're gonna have to move your arm.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Trust me, it's $1, dude. What are you wasting it on? It's recycled rubber.
I mean, shit, you could go buy 5 of those and just put them straight across your entire...
You know, I think my next big purchase when it comes to my peripherals
is... purchase, let's talk about spending $1. He's like, oh,
hey,
man,
no. No. Here's my next big purchase. Here's my next big purchase, all right? A wireless Logitech mouse. That way it'll last me a long time. Yeah, because now the latency between a wired mouse and a wireless mouse it's basically the same thing now. They've got it down to that much of a science.
Yeah, I got a G700S and the batteries lasted for damn near 8 years.
Your mouse is wireless?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's wireless and wired.
Did your other Razer mouse break already?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So he's back to using my old Death Adder still.
Yep. And like I don't know how it happened.
Isn't even my old Death Adder. He was just like, "Hey, could I borrow your Death Adder?" And he still has it.
And I got another one, but then it broke, and now I'm back to this one.
And I'm surprised at how it's still holding up over time because for a fact this thing has probably been slammed about 3 dozen times.
They don't make them like they used to.
And this is the Death Adder 2013.
God.
They really don't make them like they used to.
Wait a minute. What's the version of what's the model of mouse you have? 10th?
G305.
305.
Oh, okay.
It runs off the battery. Like you actually take off the front, and then it has a battery.
Mine's a flip-up one, so it's like on the bottom of the mouse. On the bottom right here, there's like a trap door. You can slide it back and then put the AA in it.
Is it rechargeable?
Not necessarily.
Batteries, and yeah.
You can get rechargeable AA's. But other than that, at least you're back to half of what Xbox used to be. Digging around stealing the batteries out of TV remotes to play.
Well, this has gone on for 1 hour and 12 minutes. You boys got to render this, so I try to keep it around 1 hour and 8. So thank you so much for coming out tonight. I appreciate it. I'm kind of back here now, but if you guys want to get the good old ScaRy merch, Forever ScaRy, 5% off. Use that code over there in the ScaRy links in the description.
I was gonna do that so you could see the shirt, but oh fuck, that didn't work. There you go. Shit. Yeah, so, see, that doesn't have a lot of room.
No, it doesn't. That's why I got the other one just now. But yeah. So thank you so much for watching. Everybody over on iTunes, rate this 5 stars if you enjoyed it. Rate it 4 stars if you didn't, because we still need to keep that 4-star. So
shameless plug.
We already got 3 5-star ratings. So yay!
Oh yeah,
we're doing good.
How about a 1 star for good measure? Just.
I got you.
Yeah,
I will
just so we make sure they're not fake. Yeah.
I will download iTunes just to rate the one of the podcasts 1 star.
Do it, man. Actually, I still haven't done it. Wow, I haven't rated this shameless guilt right here, or admission.
Shameless guilt.
Shameless guilt.
Shameless. Hold up. No. You're gonna repeat this in the editing and be like, shameless guilt. I want you to repeat it and lower the pitch on it 3 times.
It's kind of hard to edit an hour-long thing. My Sony Vegas likes to crash on me whenever I edit podcasts, like really heavily. So I have to like make sure it's just all good and smooth. So it forces us to be good at podcasts.
So okay, well, with all that out of the way, is there anything else you got to talk about, like Jerky Pro sponsorship or?
Oh yes,
Aporia?
Thanks for reminding me. So we are now sponsored with Jerky Pro. We sent Jerky Pro. We sent Jerky packages out to all of our major content creators, and they have been showing it off. If you guys want to get some jerky, just head to the description and below, jerky.pro.com, or just jerky.pro for short, and use code ForeverScaRy, and that is the package that it came in. So
Jerky Pro.
yeah,
You heard it here.
We're going to be sending some more out to our content creators soon, I believe next week. And just keep an eye out for that. It's some really good shit. You can get so many different flavors. I'm personally getting a 15-pound bag next week because I need to stuff my face. It just needs to happen.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No.
So, thank you so much for coming out. Have a good one, and we'll see you guys next time.
Later.